think about 100?
Do what?
About 100? Not that high.
Yeah, maybe somewhere around there. All right, take a deep breath. Get you to get settled first. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
And let's go to work. One in front of the other. Good balance, good posture. Good balance, good posture. There you go. Better, better, better.
Thank God it's not the brain or the muscles, you know.
Yeah.
So just go let some specialists figure the rest of it out. It'd be great.
Then get you ready and get you walking good.
Get back into that workout, man.
And throw your hook 'em. Imagine you got the whole crowd here looking at you. Everybody's yelling. The whole crowd. Then they'll do the coin toss. All right, then we just turn around and you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to work.
The Earl Campbell story has been told as a cautionary tale. Football's premier power back, whose body broke down under the stress of his running style. But that's not the Earl Campbell story. And as it turns out, the hits he absorbed on the field are just a small part of all he has overcome. His shoulders no longer carry the burden of a poor upbringing. His back is recovering from genetic disease and surgeries that put him in a wheelchair. His knees have been replaced after a lifetime of hard labor. And his hands hold steady after years of hidden addictions.
Good. Back up again. Squeeze. Good. Come down under control.
Earl Campbell is back on his feet.
Let's get it done.
And once again, he's proving impossible to bring down.
You're going to be a football player when you grow up.
Today is the best day of your life. Believe it.
He might be the finest quarterback produced in the last 10 years.
He used to be like that. That's all I need.
Fortunately for me, I didn't lose my life. I didn't lose my job. Football convinced me that life is a team game.
Rest of your life, nobody could ever tell you that you couldn't do it.
Tyler, Texas, the rose capital of the world, and where the legend of Earl Christian Campbell took root.
In the summer, it was too hot. In the winter, it was too cold. And when it rained, Mom used to set buckets around us and stuff like that. And we always tell a joke that we could see the Big Dipper when you lay down at night.
When it came to family, everyone looked up to Father, B.C. Campbell.
What a guy. And I tell everybody, if you want to know who B.C. Campbell was, and I never could watch this show really, and that show was George Jefferson.
He was about 5'5" or 5'6", short man, but a broad man. He was a hard-working man. His main thing was growing roses. That's what he did.
The 11 Campbell children helped their father work in the rose fields. Although the sixth oldest, Earl, wasn't particularly good at it.
Oh, man, don't even go there because he was so sorry.
Yeah, he was a little lazy. I mean, he wasn't one of the best workers in those fields, I must tell you that.
I would be trying to figure out how long could I stay out here not doing anything. That wasn't part of me. I wanted to do more than that, and I know I could.
When Earl was 11, the family of rose pickers lost its patriarch. B.C. died of a heart attack at age 50.
My mother probably waited about 3-4 days. And she says, oh, y'all come in. All the kids, come on. Everybody, come on in here. We're going to continue to work for the white man in the rose field. if any of you ever get in trouble with that white man and go downtown, I will never pay a dime to get you out of jail.
Ma Campbell's fears nearly came true when Earl was a teenager.
Smoking cigarettes and drinking a little beer and hanging out with some guys right down this road here that I didn't like. And I just sit him down and talked to him, told him that he was on his way to getting involved with the police. He probably would have to pay a fine. If he did, he'd have to pay it.
I say, Mom, I'm gonna make it in pro football. I'm gonna build your house so you cannot see the Big Dipper. She said, Earl, nah, you don't have to build me no house. I said, no, Mom, I'm gonna make it. You watch, I'm gonna build your house. I saw a guy one time with bow legs like mine. I wanted to be the next Dick Buckers. I wanted to be a linebacker, so I played it. One day, our head coach, Clark and Nelson, decided we needed a running back. For some reason, they picked me. I just didn't like it. I'd run up to the line of scrimmage, drop the ball. I'd run up the line of scrimmage, just fumble it. You know, I just didn't want to do that. I finally made up my mind that that's what I want to do. I want to be a running back.
His senior year, Earl led John Tyler High School to its first state championship in 43 years. In the finals at the Houston Astrodome, Campbell scored the winning touchdown. Earl had fast become a high school phenom and one of the top recruits in the country.
I stayed at the Ramada Inn in Tyler, Texas, room 164, for 17 days for $12 a night. He was the most dominant high school football player I had seen, and probably ever seen.
Campbell left Tyler for Austin. He was still in the same state, but in a very different world.
When we first moved into the dorm, you know, it was like some of the guys might take half a day to get all their stuff into their room. Earl had like 2 pairs of jeans and a couple pair of underwear and some T-shirts, and that was it.
Earl counted on financial support from his high school girlfriend.
When I graduated from John Tyler, I attended a vocational nursing school. I would send Earl money.
In the classroom, Earl leaned on the advice of his mother.
My mom was saying, you can do what you want to. Sit in the front of class, the teacher gonna see you, she gonna think you know what's going on, even if you don't.
On the football field, Coach Darryl Royal did his best to help the Tyler Rows flourish. Earl had plenty of support in Austin, but there was always one piece missing.
Something was still hard to get used to is coming out of the dressing room after a great game on Saturday, and there's people want your autograph, and you give it to them, and you walk a little farther, and you see majority of your teammates with their parents, with their father. You know, that was kind of hard. You know, to be able to have a father would be terrific.